Today, I'm going to share with you the best learning management systems for online employee training and development in 2025. With thousands upon thousands of learning management systems, or LMSs for short, out there, it can be really hard to choose what is best for you and your organization to engage, train, and improve the efficiency and effectiveness of your employees. Which is why I'm going to kick this video off by telling you the difference between an internal and an external learning management system, so that you can focus on the learning management systems that actually serve you and your needs. Then I'm going to talk about the difference between a desktop and a mobile focused learning management system, and how this may play into your training needs at your organization, for your employees, for your contractors, for your team members. And then I know that you may also be interested in not only training your employees, developing your employees to be more efficient and effective at their jobs so that their key performance indicators improve. You may also be interested, like me, in marketing and selling your online courses. So in that case, I want to make sure that you not only have a learning management system that is going to empower you to train your employees and contractors, your team members, but I want to make sure that you have the tools that you need to market and sell online courses so that you don't have to spend money on other software platforms. And then I'm going to share with you the 3 best learning management systems to help you achieve your goals at your organization. So to kick it off, what is an internal versus an external learning management system? Well, an internal learning management system is a LMS, a e-learning software that is built to train your employees, your contractors, and your team members. This means that the focus of the technology is on employee engagement, rewarding your employees for finishing trainings. There are ways to connect the data, the reporting, the analytics that you get inside of the LMS with key performance indicators that you are setting for your employees, for your team members outside in the real world. This is what an internal learning management system is. So if you are 100% looking for a learning management system to train and develop your employees and contractors, these are the only systems that you need to be looking at. On the other side of things is an external learning management system. And an external learning management system is built to help you sell and market your online courses to your customers, to your audience. These LMSs are packed with tools like a website development tool, landing page development tool, so you can build sales pages for your online courses, an email marketing tool so that you can capture people's emails and then send them emails, connect with your audience with not only education, but with deals, with promotions, with offers so that they can purchase your online courses. Payment processing, so you can actually take payment for your online courses. Customer relationship management system, or a CRM, so that you can track the progress of your leads from becoming leads all the way to becoming a customer of your business. So if you are solely looking for an LMS, a learning management system, to train and develop your employees, your contractors, your team members, you don't need to look at external learning management systems. With that being said, there are learning management systems that you can use to not only market and sell your online courses, your e-learning programs, but to also help you train your employees and contractors. One of my clients, CoStar, actually uses a learning management system, which I'm going to share with you today, that is primarily used to sell and market online courses, but they also use it to deliver internal training to their employees, so they can actually train their employees with the same system. We're going to go through that exact system today. Now, once you break the pool of thousands of learning management systems in half into the internal and external learning management system category, the next filter that we can use to really distinguish between learning management systems is desktop versus mobile. Most learning management systems out there are going to have a desktop and mobile interface, okay? I mean, it's 2025 when I'm recording this video. I mean, phones have been around for a long time. We've had smartphones for a long time at this point. We've had tablets for a long time at this point. With that being said, as you know, when you access a website on your computer versus on your phone, or you use a mobile app versus a desktop app, there are different functionalities and a different user experience in these different environments, okay? So even though most LMSs have a desktop and mobile component, there are specific LMSs that flourish in a desktop learning environment versus a mobile learning environment, okay? Now, the first LMS I want to share with you is a mobile-focused internal learning management system called TalentCards. Now, I want you to be able to follow along as I go through and show you the different features of TalentCards that may be relevant to you and your organization. So I actually have a free trial of TalentCards I want to offer you, and it is linked in the description below this video. The great thing about this free trial is you're not going to just have it for 30, 60, 90 days. You can have it as long as you need it to get things up and running. The great thing about TalentCards is you can actually have up to 5 users for free with this free trial I'm offering you. And if you have a small organization, you can actually just use the free trial to teach everyone at your organization. So definitely grab your free trial of TalentCards in the description below this video. And as an added bonus, along with being able to give you a free trial, by using the link in the description below this video, I want to give you my TalentCards Made Simple online course, absolutely free. I'm going to walk you through A to Z how to get everything set up so you can start training and developing your employees as soon as possible, so you can start getting value out of TalentCards as soon as possible. Okay, so why would you choose TalentCards? Well, TalentCards is best for companies that have employees that are on the go. Maybe your employees are in the field. Maybe you run an HVAC company, okay, heating and AC. Maybe you're a plumbing company. Maybe you are a sprinkler tech company like our client over at Sprinklers Inc. and you have your employees on the job site all the time. Well, the great thing about TalentCards is it is built for mobile training. That means that your employees, your team members, will download the TalentCards app on their phone, and here's what it will look like for your employees, okay? We have our card sets in TalentCards. Card sets are the same thing as your online courses. Okay, a card set equals online course. So when I click on sets, here are all of my card sets, okay? Now, if I click on progress, this is going to show me what activity I've had in the app. It's going to show how many card sets I've completed, how many courses I've completed, what I have incomplete, and what I haven't started. Okay, it gives me a little graphic here. Then it's going to show me a leaderboard. Okay, so this is a great way for you to create some competition in between your employees to engage them to want to complete their training. The leaderboard is going to be based on card set completions and just different bonuses that we can add in the back end of TalentCards to gamify the experience for our employees, our contractors. Now, what I highly recommend is that you take advantage of the seasonal and the all-time leaderboards, and you reward your employees, your team members, accordingly. Now, I also highly recommend, I talk about this in detail in other videos on the YouTube channel about TalentCards and making sure that you connect the key performance indicators of your employees. So increasing their output, increasing the amount of calls they can do in one day. So you want to set that key performance indicator and then connect that to one of the card sets that you create in TalentCards, okay? Maybe you build a card set all around how to be more efficient and effective with your sprinkler maintenance and installations so that your team members can increase this KPI. Now, the reason why you want to do this is because you want to be able to draw the data between the two and see, okay, X amount of employees and contractors finished this card set and their KPIs went up. Versus if they complete a card set and their KPIs don't go up, well, there's a problem here. Either the training is bad or they skip through the training, right? But at least we have that information now because we drew a connection between the real world results and why we built the card set. Well, the reason why seasonal and all time is really interesting because this gives us a snapshot of, okay, well, these 3 employees, Jimmy and Mary, they're doing really well at these KPIs and they've increased and they're on the top of our seasonal leaderboards. Great, let's reward them. Let's give them a bonus. Let's give them an extra day of PTO. We can draw these connections here. Well, this is where me as the sprinkler tech, as the HVAC tech, I can see how I'm doing compared to everyone else. Then here's the inbox, so you can actually send messages in the app to your employees and contractors as well. And then here's their profile, so they can set it up, customize that, a profile picture, etc. So, TalentCards, while it is a mobile-first, a mobile-focused LMS, it really is that way only for your users, for your learners. You're not actually going to train anyone in a desktop setting. So if you need to actually train people in a desktop setting, TalentCards is not the best pick for you. The great thing about TalentCards though, I'm using a desktop right now. So when you're actually developing your training in TalentCards, which I'll briefly show you how to build your first card set with the native course creation tool within TalentCards, which is another amazing feature of TalentCards, actually being able to build courses in the LMS. Not every LMS actually allows you to do this, actually having a native authoring tool in the LMS. You can do it all on your desktop, so you don't have to be on your phone doing all these little things. Phones are great, but I'll tell you this, I rather edit a video, I rather author a course on my desktop than on a phone. Okay, you can do more, you can customize more. So even though it's a mobile-focused LMS, it's just for the learner experience. For the admin experience, you're gonna be on a desktop. So course creation tool here, card sets. Card sets are courses. What we can do is create a set, and we're going to have some options. We can create an instant set using AI. So you see the robot here. This means that we're going to use AI, or we can create a set from scratch. Now, I have multiple videos on this channel showing you how to use TalentCards AI functionalities, and I highly recommend that you check that video out. It's actually TalentCards versus TalentLMS AI capabilities, and you're going to get a lot out of that video. Now, for some reason you don't want to use the AI component, you can just create a set from scratch. Okay, I always highly recommend that you just use the AI component because you can change the set anyway. You just may as well get some help from the robots. Okay, so we can set up a standard set or a spaced repetition set. The difference here, right, is a spaced repetition set allows you to customize the training on a learner-to-learner basis. Okay, so depending on what your relationship is with your employees and how you're going to use this, you might want to do a spaced repetition set because especially if you're setting the KPIs, right? And really our goal is to improve these KPIs. And if people finish card sets and courses in the process, fantastic. Well, what spaced repetition allows us to do is ask our employees, ask our learners what information they know and don't know. And if they already know something, then we're not going to give them cards related to that information. We're not going to train them just to train them. So as long as you are setting your KPIs up front, this is a great way to save your employees time and to customize the training on an employee-to-employee basis. Okay. Now, if we were working with our robots here to help us create this card set, we'd want to set a very detailed name and a detailed description of this card set to give TalentCards as much information as possible so that it can help us out as much as possible. But since I'm just going to show you what this looks like once we get a card set up, I'm just going to call this a test course. I select create a set from scratch, and yes, I'm going to use the new editor. Don't worry about the old editor for now. TalentCards is really moving away from the old editor. Here we go. This is what a card looks like. It's kind of like creating a social media post. Pretty easy here. This is the card, okay, or a flashcard. Now, what I highly recommend you do is use video. Okay, you're watching a video right now. Video is the #1 way that people learn worldwide. So I highly recommend that you embed a video on each card. Now there may be some cards where you just want a graphic showing maybe a process or just a checklist for here's what you need to do in a heater checkup to make sure that your heater is running properly going into the winter. Here's a checklist of what you need to make sure that your air conditioning is running properly going into the summer. You can have a card built out like that. But what most of your cards, what most of my students do is they use each card to host a video with a couple notes below the video, and then you go to the next card. So each card is a video training. Well, all we need to do is click on video here, and we can pull in videos from YouTube, from Vimeo, and we can even upload them directly. Now you're going to need to upgrade to the paid version of TalentCards to upload them directly. The reality is, once you get everything set up in TalentCards with the free version, which you could set up all these pages, right? We can add text and be like, okay, so this card, let me move this card is going to be a AC check-up training, okay? And then we're going to create a new card, and this card is going to be our heat check-up training, okay? And then we can keep creating more and more and more cards, like changing out a filter, like a heating filter change, AC cleaning training, etc. So you can set up all the cards, and then once you're ready to roll this out and you have the video shot with your phone, in this case you could probably just shoot all these videos with your phone. Just go out to one of your customers' houses that you trust, have them sign a release waiver, and then have your tech set up a tripod and record themselves doing each of these trainings, okay? And then you can upgrade to the standard or premium version of TalentCards. Now with TalentCards, I highly recommend that you opt for the premium version because it's only going to be $1.50 per user per month, which is nothing, by the way. In the learning management system sphere, you can pay $10, $20, $25 per user per month. Okay, $1.50 is nothing. But if you do want to save a little bit, then you can just pay $1 per user per month. Starting with 50 users, your minimum is going to be paying $50 a month. If you bill it yearly, you're going to get a 20% discount. Okay. Now, the reason why I recommend premium is because you're going to get full access to AI-powered course creation, which is going to save you a lot of time. TalentCards does a wonderful job building graphics for you, okay? Literally using AI will build graphics for your cards. It will come up with trainings for you. It will come up with check-on learnings for you. And all you have to do is pay an extra 50 cents per user per month, and you're going to save a ton of money and time in course development costs, okay? So once you're ready to upgrade, you can add a video like this. Let's just pull in the Lion King video from YouTube. If you have videos on YouTube, or if you have videos that you already like that are out on YouTube, you don't even need to develop a new video. You can just pull it in by searching for that video and just pull it into your training. And then you have the power to put it in a sequential order to train your employees and contractors. Okay, so then we can publish this. Some other great features are you could actually use TalentCards if you are a manufacturing company, okay? Maybe you have all sorts of different highly technical equipment all around your manufacturing facility. What you can do is post QR codes around the facility and create card sets that will automatically open on your employees' phones when they scan the QR code. So we can set up a QR code for different parts of our manufacturing process. And then instead of your employees having to go and find the training and all the stuff, they scan the QR code, boom, the training pops up and they can watch it on demand. So another great thing about TalentCards. Okay, so before I get to the next top LMS for online employee training and development, I want to share with you how to use your TalentCards analytics, okay? So TalentCards analytics, it's really broken into two places, analytics and infographic. Let's start with analytics. Now, I have an in-depth video about how to get the most out of TalentCards analytics to drive change in your organization by improving your key performance indicators so your employees are actually getting results from what they're learning in your learning management system. So I highly recommend you check out that video. But the high level we've already talked about. You gotta set your KPIs and then compare the improvement or non-improvement in your KPIs. So if your sales team, or even if your techs, right? Part of your tech's job is to do sales. So if their sales are improving, let's see what that looks like in TalentCards. Because there's a potential that they're just getting better at sales and they're not taking any of your training. Okay. Really, in the end, all we care about is that their KPIs get better. What we just want to know is our investment in TalentCards and the software, is it getting us anywhere? Because if our KPIs are improving, but no one's touching TalentCards, maybe you don't even need it. So we go to analytics and you can check activity timeline of all your people, how many learners are in here, card sets, sequences, app activities, so you can really look at like app activity and be like, okay, well, our KPIs for everyone across the organization are improving greatly, and the app activity is also improving. Okay. What this could also tell you is, let's say your KPIs aren't improving, your people aren't getting better at sales, they're not getting more efficient at doing more HVAC, plumbing, and sprinkler house calls in a given day or week. Well, let's see if they're actually in here. And it's like, okay, they're not. Well, now that we know there's very little activity in here and their KPIs aren't improving, we need to incentivize our team members to actually use the training. So this is where you can really look at your analytics. You can track your leaderboard here, just kind of like I showed you, where your learners can look at all of their metrics. You can look at all the metrics of all your learners here. Now, the other place we can go is the infographic. Now, the infographic, it's TalentCards' way of giving you a snapshot of what's going on in TalentCards. I like it because we can get a quick view and we can compare this against our key performance indicators very easily. Like, okay, we have one user in here, 12 sets, and only 2 are completed, and KPIs aren't improving. Well, let's say KPIs are improving and we still have this data. Well, now we know that they're not improving because of people in TalentCards, okay? But maybe this data shows that there's a bunch of stuff going on here and KPIs are improving. Great, let's just make sure that we get our employees who aren't doing their training to start doing their training. We're gonna get a lot of results. Now, this part is gonna give us a snapshot of our most active sets. So this can show us, okay, well, these sets are the most active. Are the KPIs related to these sets improving? Least active sets. These are the least active. Are the KPIs staying the same? Are they getting worse? What's going on here related to these sets? Okay. Engagement. So this is going to show us sets started per user, sets completed per user. This just goes back to, yet again, we want to look at the KPIs versus this data. Okay. And then we look at gamification here. So this is going to tell us kind of leaderboard information, overall leaders. And then TalentCards tries to give us a look at what we're actually saving, what kind of money we're saving, what kind of commute time we're saving, and then how many better skilled people we have. Okay, so what if you need a more comprehensive and customizable learning management system that not only trains your employees remotely when they're on the job, on their phones, but maybe you need a system that also trains them on their desktop. Maybe you need a system that integrates with other software at your organization, like your HR software. And maybe you need a software that you can create independent learning environments for the dozens of franchises your company has. Maybe you have offices in different cities and you want independent learning environments in all these different cities. What is an independent learning environment? It means that all the people in Chicago can interact with one another, but it's separate from everyone in Tampa. It's separate from everyone in London. Maybe you have franchises around the world and you want each franchise to have their own training portal. If this sounds like you, then I highly recommend TalentLMS. And I want to offer you an unlimited free trial of TalentLMS linked in the description below this video. Just like TalentCards with TalentLMS, you can go in there, start messing around with everything I'm going to show you today and what you're going to learn in the TalentLMS Made Simple course that I'm throwing in for free as well by using my affiliate link below. What you're going to be able to do is follow the step-by-step process in TalentLMS Made Simple to get everything up and running from scratch so that you can start training your employees, training your contractors, and improving their key performance indicators, making your employees and contractors even more efficient and effective at their jobs, saving you and your company tons and tons of money and time. So I highly recommend you grab that free trial of TalentLMS, and in addition, getting access to TalentLMS Made Simple. And then you can follow along as I go through the ins and outs of TalentLMS. Now on the channel, I have very in-depth videos about TalentLMS. I have my TalentLMS review video that I put out each year to really go in depth, along with the TalentLMS Made Simple course that goes really in depth of how to get things up and running. But here are the main things that you really need to know with TalentLMS. With TalentCards, the training's very simple, okay? We have a card set, we put a video on the card set, we put some text on the card set, we flip through it like a social media post or videos and whatnot, like a YouTube short, and that's how our learners get our training. Well, with TalentLMS, we can do a lot more customization with our training. So here is the array of course creation tools that TalentLMS has natively in the system. So you don't have to purchase an authoring tool like Adobe Captivate, or what one of the best ones out there is the Articulate 360 suite. The problem with Articulate 360 is, in addition to paying for TalentLMS once you're ready for it, you're going to have to pay $1,300, $1,400, $1,500 per user per year for a software that you also have to learn now or hire someone to use to develop your online courses. Now, if you want to go that route, or maybe you already have a bunch of courses you've developed in Articulate 360 or Captivate or one of these other authoring tools, and you have STORM and XAPI built courses, well, if you already have those courses, TalentCards isn't going to work for you. TalentLMS is, though, because as we can see here, when I go to add new, we're in a new course here, I can actually go to learning activities and upload SCORM, XAPI, and even CMI5 based courses. So that's a huge benefit of TalentLMS. And I'll tell you this, TalentLMS, even after you finish that free trial, it is so affordable for what you get. You get so much value out of the cost of TalentLMS. I've seen comparable learning management systems be 5 to 10 times more expensive than TalentLMS for what you get, which is crazy to me. It's completely baffling, especially because SCORM is such an old type of technology at this point, and having to pay an arm and a leg in order to get your course that you've already spent money on developing with an expensive authoring tool like Articulate 360, and now you need an LMS to host it? Oh my God. Like, here is the pricing for TalentLMS. Very, very inexpensive. You pay $200 a month if you have 100 users. That's nothing. I've seen it be $2,000 a month for 100 users. Now, a lot of these learning management systems are getting their acts together now and they're bringing their costs down, but $200 a month, this is a steal for what you get with TalentLMS. And the great thing is, if you don't have SCORM, XAPI, and CMI5 based courses already built, then you don't even need to go that route. And hey, if you have already spent money on your Articulate 360 subscription for the year, this is the last year you're going to need it if you use TalentLMS because of TalentCraft, okay, which I'll get to in a second. The other options we have here, we can bring in a test, a survey, assignments, instructor-led training even. Okay, we have standard content options, video yet again. So like instructor-led training, go like this. Okay, online session, so we can integrate our training tools here, our video conferencing, in-person session, online session with other external tools. Okay, so this is how the ILT units work in TalentLMS. We also have assignment, surveys, tests. All right, then we go to standard content, and video is probably the most exciting one to check out here. You can, just like TalentCards, use a YouTube video. You can also upload a video direct Okay, and you can also record a video natively in TalentLMS, another benefit of TalentLMS. So if you don't have a software already for recording videos, you can just use TalentLMS and you don't have to pay for additional software. And you can record your screen. Now I do have preference for a separate software to do these things, but it is an additional cost, and that is something you need to keep in mind when you're choosing a learning management system in general. My goal with this whole video is to get you a learning management system that does all the things that you need so you don't have to spend money on other softwares. So what else can we do? We go add, we go TalentCraft. TalentCraft, in my opinion, is the best feature of TalentLMS. And the fact that you get it for no additional cost in the free trial, by the way, you can use TalentCraft for free in the free trial I'm offering you below, and you're going to learn the ins and outs how to use it in my TalentLMS Made Simple online course. And guess what? It has similar functionality to Articulate 360, specifically Rise 360. So instead of spending an extra $1,300, $1,400, $1,500 per user per year, you can get it done with your learning management system itself. Now we have 4 different options for TalentCraft. Start from scratch, import from a document, generate with AI, and use a template. Now I talk about how to use all 4 of these in my TalentLMS Made Simple course. But for our purposes today, basically TalentCraft is an authoring tool, a course authoring tool that uses the power of AI and has a very similar, I say similar, I'm pretty sure it's exactly the same as Rise 360, but it has a similar interface. Okay, all 4 of these options definitely have their use case. What I'm going to do is click on the Start from Scratch option to just show you the power of this today. Okay, we have a blank canvas. Now what we can do is we can go in here, we can click on AI, and we can say create a page about. Okay, there's all these different prompts, but I'm going to do the create a page about prompt. Okay, and then I can just tell it what I want on this page. Now this could be a module, this could be a full course. I'm going to tell it exactly what I want it to do. So we're going to say, build me a module, which is an individual learning unit. Okay, in TalentCards this would be a card, in TalentLMS this is page, okay? But you could have a full course on a page also in TalentLMS. Depends on how long the course is, okay? Building a module on how to improve the number of HVAC maintenance calls my HVAC team can do in 1 week. Okay. Then I say start creating. Let's see what happens. Here we go. It's already starting. Maximizing HVAC maintenance calls. The module presents a comprehensive approach to optimizing HVAC maintenance operation. It highlights the significance of implementing effective planning and scheduling. So it's going to write us a bunch of copy. Going to give us some quotes. Give us an image. Okay. I think that might be all that it did for us. Okay, so it just gives us a starting point. And then what we can do is we can make adjustments to this page. Now I always highly recommend to add video. So how do we do that? Multimedia. And by clicking on that, it puts this section at the bottom. Well, right here where there's a number, we can click on this number and then go and say, hey, I want this to be section 2. Okay, so I want it right below the top here. And then we have a video, and then we can change this video out for any video on YouTube, any video on Vimeo, or we can even upload videos directly to TalentLMS here. We can do that with a bunch of different things. We can upload documents, we can have charts, sections, dividers, we can add processes, tabs. Okay, so here's what tabs look like. Okay, we can have this interaction here. We can add a call to action. We can add these questions, okay, so we can actually test our learners. Okay. Now I go through this in detail in my TalentLMS Made Simple online course, which you'll get access to by signing up for that free TalentLMS trial as a bonus in addition to getting an unlimited free trial of TalentLMS. So that is the best course creation tool that any of these LMSs that I'm sharing with you today have. And that's because it also creates just the best user experience for our learners. Now, the user experience, as you've seen so far for you and I, developing courses is very fluid. Okay, TalentLMS made some amazing updates in 2024 that really made it a user-friendly LMS for you and I. And with TalentCraft, it just creates this amazing environment for our learners to interact with our training as well. But once we actually have our learners taking our courses, remember we have those KPIs set, what we talked about before with TalentCards, we want to be able to compare those KPIs to what is actually happening in TalentLMS, okay? Now, depending on how you set things up in TalentLMS, which I talk about how to set up branches, groups, and categories in other videos on my channel, and in the online course TalentLMS Made Simple, I go even deeper into it of how you can do it. Really what you need to know for analytics is branches. Okay, when we're looking at analytics, if you have your organization broken into branches, so we have the London office, the Tampa office, the Chicago office, the Denver office, then we're going to have data segmented in these different markets as well, which is very advantageous, especially if you have franchises, okay? Especially if you're trying to see how different offices are, maybe the Denver office versus the Tampa office, who is taking training more seriously. Okay, so you can really look at the metrics segmented in that way. You're also going to be able to just within those branches, so maybe your head of training at the Denver office just needs to look at the analytics in the Denver office. And maybe your head of training in the London office just needs to look at the training in the London office. Well, they'll have access to just that data when you set up branches. But here we go. This is going to give us a snapshot of everything. Okay, here's branch reports. Okay, so branch reports are here. This is going to break everything up based on branch. Okay, but here's the snapshot of everything, just like TalentCards. We want to look at our KPIs and compare it to what the heck is going on in here. Hopefully our KPIs are going up no matter what, but we want to see if they're going up and if people are actually engaging. And if they're not going up and no one's engaging, then we need to get people to engage in TalentLMS and see if that's going to drive up our KPIs. Here are all those stats. We have user reports, so we can go on the user level. You can do this in TalentCards too, where we can just call out specific team members and see what the heck they're doing in each platform. Okay, so here's everything for, this is actually me. So this is all the reports and information about me. Same thing in TalentCards. We can go to analytics and we can call out, we'll go to users actually. And then I can go to me right here and it's going to give me all the info about me. Okay, so same thing across both platforms. Okay, back to reports. You can go to branch reports, group reports, so that you can actually break branches down into groups. Okay, so you can have multiple departments under one branch. So you can compare across departments what is going on. So groups are interesting. Then you can even build custom reports for your needs. Okay, so add report. It's going to ask us some information. What do you actually want in the report? And you can just add it here. Okay. Very simple. Keep in mind, we always want to compare this to our KPIs. Make sure our KPIs are going up and we're actually getting value out of our learning management system. Okay, so what if you want to train and develop your employees and market and sell online courses? So you want to build courses for internal training, okay, so using the capabilities of an internal learning management system, but you also either right now want to market and sell courses, or at some point you know this is going to become important to you. Well, you could probably get TalentLMS to do this for you. So if you're really sold on TalentLMS, then you could use TalentLMS and then you could make some adjustments and use it to sell and market online courses in the future. If you really like TalentCards though, this isn't going to be an option. At least not right now. The great thing though is you can actually connect TalentCards to TalentLMS if you wanted to go that route. But I highly recommend that unless you really like TalentLMS, if you want to market and sell online courses, as long as you don't need TalentCraft or SCORM and XAPI capabilities, there is a better solution. And my client over at CoStar, Fortune 500 company, large real estate technology company in the world, internationally, they use a system called Kajabi. Now, I also run both of my businesses using Kajabi, eLearning Partners and Athlete with Asthma. Now, I use it to run both of my businesses because my primary use of it is to market and sell online courses, market and sell my communities, okay? And to really just build a strong relationship with you, my learner and my customer. Okay, that's why I use Kajabi. Now, I have a small team, so while I do use it to train my team members, because I have courses on how to use all these learning management systems, and my team members need to know how to use these systems, so I use the same training. My primary reason is to market and sell online courses. Now, CoStar, their primary reason also was to market and sell online courses, but they use the same trainings to train their team members. And Kajabi is set up in a way that you can grant access to these courses to your team members internally. You can also create a coupon that your team members can input to get access to your online courses so that you don't have to one-by-one grant access. You can just send out a coupon code and they can access your courses that way. If you want to check out Kajabi, I have a 30-day free trial that I'm able to offer you in the description below this video. And my Kajabi Made Simple online course is a bonus I'm throwing in on top of that 30-day free trial. Now, if you go directly to Kajabi, you're only going to get a 14-day free trial and you're not going to get a course. Okay. By using my link below, you're going to get that 30-day free trial and my Kajabi Made Simple course so that in those first 30 days, you're going to be able to get Kajabi up and running so that you can start marketing and selling online courses and start training your employees internally. Okay, let's look at Kajabi. So I am in my Athlete with Asthma Kajabi portal, much smaller business at this point of recording this video than eLearning Partners. But you know, I want to show this as an example because I love this brand and you should know about it, Athlete with Asthma. Once we log in, we're going to get a snapshot of some data. So here's some analytics. Now there's some added analytics when we're talking about an LMS built for marketing and selling online courses in addition to helping you train and develop your employees. And opt-ins is one of them. Sales is one of them. Adding new contacts is one of them, okay? Opt-ins is a lead. Whenever someone opts in, that is a new lead. Here's what an opt-in is. We go to athletewithasthma.com, which, by the way, Kajabi allows me to host my entire website in addition to my online courses. So here's athletewithasthma.com. This free guide that I'm promoting everywhere, this is an opt-in form. You type in your email, you get the free guide emailed to you using some automations in the back end of Kajabi, and now I have your email address so I can serve you further with additional content that you may like. And then eventually I'm going to be offering you my online courses. This is very important for you to have if you are looking to market and sell online courses. Okay, let's look at the course creation tool within Kajabi. Yet again, I have in-depth trainings on my channel, and I'm going to give you my step-by-step process of getting everything in order with my Kajabi Made Simple online course. Once you grab that 30-day free trial, you're going to get that course as well. But here are the basics when we're comparing Kajabi to TalentLMS and TalentCards from a course creation perspective. Kajabi has their courses within all the products here. Because Kajabi allows you to create more than just courses. You can create a coaching product. So if you're selling coaching, if you're selling consulting, you can do that. Within Kajabi, you can create a community. This is like selling a membership. So you can sell a membership to a community where people have access to you, or you can do video trainings, live video trainings. You can release a new video training every month. You can have a community with a message board where you can interact, etc. Kajabi also calls a podcast a product. So if you are looking to have a podcast, Kajabi is a great option for you. I actually have a video all about how to build a podcast from scratch and use Kajabi to host your podcasts, okay? I actually have my own podcast, the Athlete with Asthma Show, and you can check it out right here. Here we go. I have 10 episodes so far, and it allows me to manage my entire podcast here. You can also set up a newsletter and have downloads, okay? These are different downloads like PDF downloads and other downloads that you want for your learners, okay? For your customers, for your employees. Let's go to courses. So we go to courses. I have one course, okay? And then we have the ability to create more courses. Now, the plan of Kajabi that I'm on gives me 3 products, and let's go to Kajabi pricing really quick. So once you finish that 30-day free trial, you have 4 pricing options. Now I have, for Athlete with Asthma, I'm using the basic package, so I pay $120 a month times 12 because I pay annually, so about $1,400 a year is what I pay for my basic version of Kajabi, and I get 10,000 contacts, which is crazy. This means that I can literally sell and market my courses to 10,000 people, okay? The growth package is what eLearning Partners is on, okay? And this is only $160 a month times 12. I can't do that math as readily, but you know, it's around $2,000 per year is what I'm paying for my eLearning Partners LMS, because I get that 20% discount. You can also pay monthly, okay? And I get 25,000 contacts, and I can have up to 15 products here, okay? So 15 courses. And then we go to the Pro. This is what CoStar is paying, $400 a month. This is an amazing deal for an enterprise level solution for a learning management system. You get 100,000 contacts. You get 3 different websites, so 3 different learning environments that you can create. Remember we were talking about branches? This gives you 3 different learning environments technically that you can create, okay? And then 100 products, so you can have 100 courses. And then it goes up from there. If you need more customizable plans, then Kajabi will help you there as well. Now the Kickstarter is the newest package to the Kajabi family, okay? And the Kickstarter is $70 a month. Well, $69 a month, or annually $55 a month. Now, once you finish your 30-day free trial, what you're going to need to do is go into the Kajabi Made Simple online course, and I will tell you how to get access to the Kickstarter package after your free trial. It isn't as straightforward as the basic and growth, okay? You're actually automatically put into the basic or growth package once you finish the free trial, but there is a way to get in the Kickstarter free trial, and I teach that step by step in my Kajabi Made Simple online course. Here we are, creating a new course. I can save it in draft mode because I can't have any more products, because I have 3 products. I have my podcast, I have my course, and I have my community. Those are my 3 products with Athlete with Asthma. But here we go, same thing with AI. I want to, just like TalentCards, is be as descriptive as possible with my course title and brief description. And then you want to check this box here by checking this, or this dial. So it's going to take whatever you input here, and it's going to build out modules for you, lessons for you. And Kajabi calls what we over at eLearning Partners calls milestones, modules. Okay, so milestones equal modules in Kajabi. And then it calls what we would call modules lessons. So modules equals lessons in Kajabi. By ticking this dial or box, Kajabi is going to create some additional resources for us as well. Now I'm just going to skip these other things. We can set these later, our primary colors. And here we go. So it's going to create a course outline. It's going to create a landing page and an email broadcast for us. Now I didn't give it much information, so this isn't going to be very useful, but I just want to show you what you get and what benefit you get from being really detailed in your course name and your description. Okay. Okay, so while Kajabi is doing that, I want to show you Kajabi Analytics. Okay, so same thing here. If you were using Kajabi as your internal and external learning management system, so you're using it to market and sell online courses and you're using it to train your employees, what you're going to want to do is you're still going to want to set those KPIs and then cross-check KPIs that your team have, that your employees have, with the data in Kajabi. Now, you're going to have some mixed data though. Okay, because if you're using this to sell courses and train your employees, then you're going to have all that data in one place. Here is where we have analytics. Okay, here's all the different reports that we can run. Okay, here's a snapshot. Purchases over the last 30 days, gross revenue, net revenue. Right, I have a new brand, just launched it, you know, $17, let's go. That's a big win for me. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to 2 other places. The first one is under contacts. We go to all contacts. It's going to have all your employees and your customers' contacts here. But what you can do is you can create tags. And this is how I recommend you track your employees' analytics within Kajabi and your customers' analytics within Kajabi. So I'm actually going to use the eLearning Partners backend to show you how to do this. with tags. So what I can do is add a tag. I'm going to add a team tag, okay, team. Now I'm going to go over to sales and go to offers. Then what I'm going to do is create an offer, so I'm going to create a new offer. Now what offers are used for is they're used to package your products, so your courses, your coaching, your communities, in different packages, and then offer them to your customers. You can also offer them to your employees though. So we can set different price points and stuff, but I'm going to create an offer that just says team training, and I'm going to select some products. So I'm going to select the TalentCards, the TalentLMS, the Learn Roles, and the Kajabi Made Simple courses, okay? Then go continue. Make these free. I mean, they're free for you also, okay? And then we're going to go save and finish. And then when the offer is done, it's going to show us the offer page where I can customize things. So I've created this offer. Now what we need to do is go to automations. So where all the custom automations that I have in Kajabi are. Now in order to do the specific automation, you are going to need the growth package of Kajabi. There's a way to do it without this. I'm just showing you a cool way to add tags and automatically have this automation occur too. So I'm going to add a new automation. When tag is added, then I got to pick the tag. So we're going to go to the team tag. Then grant an offer. And the offer is going to be the team training. I go save. And here we go. So now, when this tag is added, they're automatically going to get all the trainings that I want my team to get. Okay, this is just one way to do it. We can also just add the tag to everyone. Okay, so we can just select whoever we want. So we can select our contacts individually, like this, or we can select all like this, and then go to bulk actions. We can add a tag. And select the tag and submit. We can add the tag. So now we have everyone who's on our team tagged. And there doesn't have to be an automation that occurs after that. Because the other thing we can do is select whoever we want, go bulk actions, and we can also grant an offer. And we can just grant the team training offer. Or if you have different team trainings for different segments or different departments at your company, you can have the finance department training, the sales department training, the onboarding training, and that could be an offer, and then you just pull all the courses that are part of that training into that offer, and then you can bulk actions, grant the offer here. The other way you could do it is go to sales, go to coupons, and create a coupon, so a new coupon, and then just have like a team training coupon. Okay, and then give 100% off, and then you can have an expiration date if you want. Go continue, and then we choose all the offers that we want to apply this to. So this could be all the offers you have. I have offers for every single one of my online courses, so I could just pull all those in here. And now your team can just go to your website, go to the courses that they want, that you're selling, input this code, and get access to the courses as well. So just different ways to grant your team access to the courses. And then what you can do, now that we have this tag built, go back to tags. So I go to contacts, all contacts, I go to tags. I can go to the tag and go to my team tag, okay? And I can click on the number at 0 right now, and it's going to pull up everyone with the tag, okay? So let's just pull up a tag here. So yeah, this is a nurture campaign tag. So everyone on my email list that's gone through my sales funnel, they go into this nurture campaign. So I can pull up everyone with the tag here. We can also just go straight up into contacts, and you can filter your contacts based on the tag. So I can go to filter, I can go to tags, it has any, and we're going to say the team tag. I'm going to apply filters, and it's going to show everyone on your team here. Okay, and then you can go in and look at individual information about each of them. So I'll pull up one of mine here. Hey, open it up, and I can see information about my team members and about my customers here. See my life cycle, how long they've been in here, purchases, this would be like how many courses or offers they have, what they've done with interacting with any emails you sent them. So if you send them emails there. Products, this is going to show what courses are actually taking. Then you can add just any other notes too here. Okay, and then here's all the tags that they have. So we can also grant offers here. More actions, grant offers. So this is where you can go in and grant individual employees access to different courses if you want. Okay, let's go back to Athlete with Asthma here. Okay, so now let's look at that product we created. Okay, so I go back to courses, I go to test course, and here it is. Okay, understanding basics of tests. Okay, it's just BS because I didn't tell it anything useful. But this is the module. Here are the lessons within the module. Now, if we go into each lesson, there's probably going to be some text. I mean, this is really, it did come up with some stuff, okay, which is interesting. But we can pull in videos here. Unlike TalentLMS and TalentCards, we can't actually pull videos from YouTube. We could technically embed it here. We could go into the code, and then you can copy paste the code, so you can actually go below this video. There's gonna be a share option. You click on share, and then there's gonna be embed code, and every YouTube video has embed code that you can then copy paste in the source code here. But really what you wanna do, especially because you probably also wanna sell these courses, you're gonna select a file and you're gonna upload it here. Okay. You can also just have an audio-based module. But you have the video, you have the text below it, you can add any downloads that you want, and you can make it so comments are visible so that people can ask questions and comment on different modules. And this is useful for your employees too. And you can actually create this course and have one version of the course that you sell, and then you can duplicate the course. So if I go out here, I can actually duplicate the course. So look at this, drop 30 and keep it off online course that I have. I can duplicate the course and have a course that's just the exact same course, but only my employees are in there versus my customers are in a different course. So the employee comments, your team member comments aren't mixed with your customer comments, if you care about that. Like, it's fine probably in some degree that they're together. Okay, so that's really how easy it is to upload content to Kajabi. There's customization we can do with our courses. There's different templates, so we can install different templates that Kajabi has. There's actually a gamify template here. I actually go through gamification in different videos on my channel, so definitely check that out. But here are the different templates we have for our Kajabi courses. You can also buy and upload templates that you get elsewhere. Okay, you can buy them from a Kajabi template store as well, and from influencers that sell templates. I don't sell templates. I think what Kajabi provides for us is enough, and you don't need to spend any additional money on other templates. Then any offers related to the course is going to show up here. Any customers that you have are going to show up here, and then you can also create certifications for your courses. Okay, and then we have overall settings. So to wrap things up, what makes Kajabi an externally facing learning management system primarily is the marketing and sales functionalities, which include all the tools to design, host, and manage your website. You can also build landing pages and a blog. So we go back to Athlete with Asthma here. Here's my website. Here's a landing page selling my online course. Okay. I click here, this goes to a checkout page. This checkout page is connected to the offer. When you create an offer, it creates a checkout page. So I go here, I'm gonna go to a checkout page. Here's where I can add the coupon codes, but we have card, and this is how I take payment, okay? Payment processing, okay? Kajabi has these things integrated. Then we have a blog. So every YouTube video you make should become a blog post. This YouTube video is a blog post. Just creates more ways to help people in a different format, and it brings more people into your environment, your learning environment. There's a branded app here I talk about in detail in other videos. But under marketing, this is where we have funnels, email campaigns, additional automations, and forms. The high level here is we can do all of our email marketing within Kajabi without spending money on anything else. Okay, we don't have to spend money on MailChimp, Constant Contact, any of these other email marketing tools, because you can do it in Kajabi. Then all your information, all your analytics is in one place for your LMS and for your email marketing. So really cool. And then forms, this is where, this is a form, right? Right here, this is a form. I get the email address, and then I send an email with this guide using the email functionality. Like I said, I talk about this in detail in the Kajabi Made Simple online course that you're going to get access to when you grab that 30-day free trial of Kajabi as well. So this has been my top 3 learning management systems for online employee training and development in 2025. I highly recommend that you check out all 3 systems. I have links to free trials of all 3 systems in the description below. And in addition to getting these free trials, I will throw in my bonus courses for you. My TalentCards Made Simple online course, my TalentLMS Made Simple online course, and my Kajabi Made Simple online course. So definitely grab those free trials and those free online courses, and I'll see you in the next video.